What's more, he's trying to divert attention from what he's done with Myrna's money. Ed has these crazy ideas, and now he's gone so far as to write that letter to be opened in the event of his death. The fool has high blood pressure. He may go any minute, and he's written this dastardly letter. In the event of his death, there's no telling what may happen.
Where is that letter?
Up in his office somewhere.
Where's the office?
In Paradise.
How's that?
That's the name of a place up near Chico in the northern part of the state. His office is in a house there. It's the house where he and Myrna lived for a while after they came back from South America. Ed got hold of this mine on a shoestring deal. After he and Myrna came down to Los Angeles to live with William, Ed fixed the house up in Paradise as an office for his mining company. That is, he says it's an office. 2 rooms are fixed up as offices, but he has a bedroom and a kitchen. He spends a lot of time up there. He'll be gone for a week at a time, sometimes 2 weeks. Since I've been with Myrna, he's spent most of his time up in that place he calls his office, and in gallivanting around the country, playing he's an economic big shot, the great mining magnate.
May I ask, Mason inquired, how it happens that you are so intimate a part of the picture? That is, I take it there was no love lost between you and William Delano.
After all, I'm fond of Myrna. Under the new will, I own a 1/5 interest in that big house of William's. I'm not going to let Ed Davenport put me out of my own house. After I saw how he was treating Myrna, I became terribly indignant, but I've tried to keep my place and not say anything. I haven't, have I, Myrna? Then we got this telephone call this morning that Ed is in Crampton, and—
Mason said, I gather he had been taken ill.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. He's dying, and we only have a few minutes left. The very idea of any man writing a fool letter like that to be delivered to the authorities in the event of his death, accusing his own wife of murder.
Is that what's in the letter?
As nearly as we can tell. Putting 2 and 2 together, that's what's in the letter.
And how do you know what's in the letter, Mrs. Davenport? Mason asked. Myrna said in a voice that was so low it was difficult to understand her.
He said as much. He got mad and accused me of poisoning Horty and said since I knew he knew what I'd done, he didn't feel safe himself.
And Mr. Davenport is in Crampton now? Mason asked.
That's right. He started down here from Paradise and got sick. He's in a motel. The doctor is quite alarmed about him, thinks he won't live.
And if he does live? Mason asked. Sarah Ansell said,
Well, of course, I'm not one to give advice. Myrna can do just as she wants, but as far as I'm concerned, Ed Davenport has been juggling her money, mixing it all up with his. I'm absolutely certain he's going to try to cheat her out of it. I know what I'd do if I were in Myrna's place.
And if Ed Davenport dies? Mason asked. Sarah Ansell looked across at Myra Davenport.
If he dies?
Myra Davenport said in her soft, almost inaudible voice.
That letter will be delivered to the district attorney, and heaven knows what will happen.
And what do you want me to do? Mason asked.
Get the letter.
Sarah Ansell snapped. Mason smiled and shook his head. I'm afraid I can't help you there.
I don't see why not.
I can't steal that letter.
It contains slanderous matter,
Sarah Ansell said. Nevertheless, Mason said, the letter is his property during his lifetime.
How about after his death?
Undoubtedly, he left instructions for it to be mailed to the police.
As it happens, Sarah Ansell said, all of the property that he has is community property. It was all acquired with Myrna's money, regardless of the fact that Ed Davenport has been busily engaged trying to juggle funds around so that no one can tell where the money came from.
Mason's face showed interest.
Now then, suppose he does die. Myrna, as the widow, is entitled to step into possession of the property, isn't that right?
For the purposes of administration and to conserve it for the administrator, Mason said guardedly.
Then she's entitled to the possession of that letter.
Go on, Mason said, smiling.
I don't think it's fair for that letter to fall into the hands of the police and the district attorney without Myrna knowing what's in it.
Of course, Mason said. A great deal depends on how the letter was written, or rather, I should say, how the envelope is addressed. Whether it's addressed to the police to be opened in the event of his death, or whether it's addressed to his secretary with instructions to her to mail the enclosure to the district attorney in the event of his death.
That would make a difference legally?
Sarah asked. It might, Mason said. I'm not in a position to render an offhand opinion. Abruptly, Sarah Ansell got up from the chair.
Give me your key, Myrna.
Wordlessly, Myrna opened her gloved hand, handed Sarah Ansell a key. She, in turn, walked across and dropped it on the plate glass on Mason's desk. What's that? Mason asked.
The key to the office in Paradise.
And what do you want me to do with it?